Hey guys, hey!
Welcome back to another video. Now this has been long awaited, I think, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
but we had, every now and again we get questions, and we thought, Aaron put up a post asking people for the questions. We thought we'd let them build up, and we've finally gotten round to answering them.
Well, we're going to get around
We
to
are
answers. We haven't pre-answered them already, but
no, I don't even know what half the questions are. But...
yeah, as I said, leave them as a surprise for Ian, so hopefully there will be some interesting things that Ian didn't think you guys would ask. But yeah,
let's get going.
Let's get in with it, right? Get on with it, yeah, let's get on with it. So, the first question, Ian, there's quite a few questions from different people, so I suppose we'll just go through the people and their questions, yeah?
Yeah, just whatever way.
Okay. Right, so, from Sylvia Love, so it says Sylvia Love F8N. I'll put the questions on the screen somewhere.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. First one is, how old are we both?
I am 43.
And I'm glad we asked this now, and not in February, because I am 42 at the moment.
And Einstein is here, he is 12. However, by the end of February, we'll be the same age again.
We'll be the same
Aaron
age.
will be 43 like I am. I am born in December. I'm a December baby, now it's a February baby. But apart from this, there's only like 3 months between us.
Yeah.
2 months between us.
I don't think anyone's already asked what month we were born.
No, I know.
So Ian's answered
We
that
are
question.
practically the same age, normally.
Anyway.
For 10 months last the year we're the same age, but this happened.
But Ian looks younger than I do, so that's not fair, really. So, anyway, next question from Sylvia is, do we rent or own our home?
For the last, say, 12 years we've owned with a mortgage. No, we did live in a different house before, and then we ended up moving to this house, which we've been in for about 6 years now.
And the story behind us why we moved is like a whole different story time all on its own.
Before that, we did live together for like half a year in rented accommodation.
Yeah.
And before that, I used to just visit Aaron.
Yeah, it was like every week, like a whole week where I wouldn't see him.
Twice a week. It used to be like a Sunday and a Wednesday or something like that.
Anyway, so
that's the answer to that one, guys.
Next question is favourite movies. That's a difficult one.
It's very hard.
It is really, because
I have a favourite movie.
See, I love horror films, don't I? So a lot of mine are horror films, but I feel like it is a hard one to answer. Cause
I'd say for you, probably the Friday the 13th.
Halloween.
Halloween's Aaron's favourite.
Yeah, I do really like the Evil Dead remake as well. I think that's quite good.
Yeah.
But
for me, I like Moana, the original Moana.
Oh, you do, yeah. You like a lot of Disney stuff, actually, don't you?
I do like very childish things.
It's odd, really, because you just thought I'd be the Disney fanatic. You're not fanatic.
You're not that into a lot of Disney.
I used to love The Little Mermaid, but I've kind of grown out of it a bit now.
So I usually am happy to watch most kinds of films.
So, I don't know if that's really answered that question.
No, but I do like superhero films. I love, not films, but anime, just so you know. And
so, what country would we like to move to?
I suppose if I was moving to a country, it probably would be America, just because it's the most similar to the UK in a way.
Yeah, it's hard to answer really, because we've never really been never been out of the country.
We've neither of us have actually left the country.
Yeah.
And for as long as we've got our little fur baby Einstein, we won't want to leave him, so we won't be leaving the country.
We hadn't left the country, either of us, before we met, had we?
No.
And as soon as we met each other, we kind of got Einstein. So we've never wanted to leave him on his own or be without him, have we? So
yeah. Another fun fact is I've never spent a whole day away from Einstein.
Yeah, you've either been with him for the night or the day. You've never actually spent a day away from him.
Not like you.
No.
Aaron has gone to visit.
A terrible mother.
He's gone to visit his sister a few times and obviously been away. He got on holiday without me and Einstein that time.
I did, yeah. But we don't like to talk about that.
So next question. So yeah, what is the country you would particularly like the idea of?
I don't know.
I like the idea of America if I was going to live somewhere else, just because it's an English-speaking country, and
it's got Trump.
No, not Trump, but obviously you see a lot of American content on TV and YouTube. However, for just a holiday, I would love to go to Tokyo. Although I would be terrified of the language barriers. But I do love all Japanesey anime things.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly happy where I am for living. But obviously, I would like to visit America. But if I had to move somewhere, like if you had to move
into the
if England was disappearing and we had to go somewhere, I suppose it would have to be America or somewhere like, because like you say, it's so similar. Mind you, Benidorm, Spain's quite similar from what I've seen from the UK.
Yeah, we have been watching some other YouTube videos recently, and it's very British.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Well, maybe Canada. Canada sounds nice.
It's very cold in Canada.
I know, I'm used to being cold now.
You think you're used to cold until you get to Canada, mate.
Anyway, I hope that answered those questions. I feel like...
Is there any other questions from...
Oh, any plans for 2025?
Oh, we're just taking it as it comes almost, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are hopefully going on holiday for Aaron's birthday towards the end of February.
Yeah, we want to go away. So if anyone's got any suggestions of where we can go that's...
Not too far from the northwest of England.
Yeah. And there's a nice place for us to go, and not just...
So I do like the idea of going back to Gretna at some point, just to see if our love lock's still there, or if someone's cut it off.
So if anyone lives near Gretna, let us know if our love lock's still on there.
No, I don't know if some of you have cut it off and taken it as a little
souvenir.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
That's right, isn't it?
No.
We didn't pay for it, did we?
We did.
Haley brought it for us. Thanks, Haley.
So yeah, no real plans. We're just taking it as it comes. We would like to attend more of the Prides things, because we've been to a few, but they've all been like spread out, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult one, that, isn't it, really? Cause...
But yeah, we don't tend to plan too far ahead, do we, really? Because it's just
we just like wake up and we're just happy to be alive that day and just think, well, let's just try and get through this day.
That's the next question. That's
the next question. These questions are from Wisteria 1345, and the first one is: would you ever go back to music and making music videos?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. No, obviously this one's aimed at you.
No, it's hard because I started this channel
many years ago.
As a music channel, like years and years ago, me singing songs in my bedroom.
So if you want to watch those, go back.
Good luck with that, because
have you not got you've got the Formby one on there?
Oh, the music videos. So there are two music videos. There's the Formby one that you filmed.
Yeah, I had to film it on Formby Beach.
And then there's the one that I filmed in our old bedroom. State of the art, like proper what's the word? Proper professional setup.
But would you go back to doing your music?
I don't know. I don't know. I do like the idea of it. There's so much behind it, because when you're one person just trying to put everything together and then write stuff and record stuff and film stuff, it's a lot of work, and I don't know. As much as I enjoy it, I don't know. I honestly wouldn't like to say.
So yeah,
watch your space.
Just make the most of what's on Spotify at the moment, guys.
Interesting one. Do we ever wear Jordan trainers? Do you know what a Jordan trainer is? What is a Jordan? I guess they don't mean K-Price.
No.
K-Price.
I think it's safe to say the answer's no, because we don't.
I don't even know what a Jordan trainer is.
Is it Air Jordans? Was that Air?
Is that Nike then? Is Nike Jordans? I don't know. We don't wear them anyway.
No. But if you want to send us any, let us know.
What part of England do we live in?
We live in the northwest of England.
The north.
It's
somewhere between Manchester and Liverpool.
It is sort of quite close to in between. That's probably as precise as we're going to get at the moment. But yeah, I've lived in the northwest / near Wigan most of my life. Aaron's moved about a bit.
Yeah, my family didn't like to stay in one place too long.
Yeah, to keep away from those debt collectors. Lived in
a lot of hiding behind the settee when
Cornwall, Devon, and then he's decided to settle in the beautiful northwest of England.
Yeah, born in Wolverhampton, brought up in Newquay, then Devon, and then came back to Wolverhampton, and then moved up to
He
Wigan.
fell in love.
And then Ian came along and spoiled. Would we say that Einie would get along with cats?
I think he would. He'd be very obsessed with the cat. I think he'd want to sniff it.
At first.
So yeah. I think as long as the cat is okay with Einstein, I think Einstein is a very chilled out boy. He's asleep on Annie at the moment.
He's so relaxed really now.
He would just
if
want
the cat was chill, or if any animal was just chill around him, he'd just be alright with it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's a very laid back boy, so I think he would get on with anything that was cool with him.
Yeah.
Although Aaron is highly allergic to cats.
I am.
He did
don't talk about
Tabitha whilst he was, before we lived together.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
And unfortunately, she was a very clingy cat.
She was so clingy.
Be in his face a lot, and he did discover that at that point he was highly allergic to cats.
I spent most of my time not being able to breathe around her.
Yeah, he is slightly allergic to Einstein if he gets Einstein 2 in his face, but it's manageable with Einstein. But with cats, it was quite...
It was ridiculous.
So
the poor little angel had to go to a better home.
So Einstein would be okay with cats, but Aaron possibly not so.
So don't go posting cat hair to our address. Do we have any tattoos?
I have never had a tattoo. I've not particularly got any plans to get any tattoos.
No, I like the idea of a tattoo, but I don't know if I'd like something that long that I'd want it on my... I suppose maybe a paw print of Einstein or something.
Yeah, if it was anything, it would probably be Einstein related, just because we are obsessed with Einstein. Yeah. We love him so much.
It's our little world. So if we were going to, it would be something like that, but as it stands, we don't have any at the moment.
Our bodies are as they were born.
Kind of.
It's a little bit more
a few things
stretched out.
A few things have been cut off, but... right. So, that was from Wisteria. The next one we have is Rachel Roberts, and we know Rachel Roberts, don't we?
Yes.
She brought Einstein a present.
Yeah.
So,
so we've already covered the first one.
Yeah, we've already covered, which was how old are we?
We're both normally the same age.
No.
At the moment, I'm 43 or 42.
Okay, and what football team would we support, or would say we would, if a gun was held to our head?
And so neither of us follows football. If I was going to follow a football team, it would personally be Wigan Athletic, just because I was born and bred in Wigan.
What's got the best looking players? I don't know.
I don't play for any of those teams.
No, you don't. I don't know. I'd have to say Wolverhampton, really, just because...
Wolverhampton
Is it the Wolves? Is it that's it, Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Wolves. I'd have to say them, just because that's like where I'm from, kind
That's
of.
where he spent a lot of his conscious life. Where he remembers the most.
But don't unsubscribe just for that, because I'm just saying it just because...
Gun to it.
Yeah, it isn't something I would ever actually really think about. What's our favourite and least favourite thing about each other?
Each other? Is that what it says?
Yeah. What's your favourite and least favourite thing about each other?
My favourite thing about Aaron is it's very easy to be around and we get on really well.
That's because I'm asleep most of the time.
And we just tend to fill each other's weaknesses. Right?
We do, don't we? I think that's the thing, yeah.
That's why we work so well. The worst thing about Aaron is probably he's very obsessive about his health.
And very neggy.
He's very negative. He worries a lot
pessimistic.
about things. So that's probably the
quite
worst.
a draining person to be around.
But when he's good, he's really good. And when he's bad, it can be quite challenging. But we've been together for a while, don't we?
15 years.
How long we've been together?
They might have, but 15 years if they haven't asked.
whenever Confessions of a Shopaholic came out.
That was the first movie we went to see at the cinema together. The first date thing might be on here somewhere.
Yeah, it might be.
If it's not,
spoiler.
But yeah, my favourite thing about you is that you're a very calming influence, and you always know. You always kind of know the right thing to do. Kind of. I feel like you're very sensible, level-headed, and you.
Yeah, I'm almost like the parent in this relationship, and Aaron's the enthusiastic child.
They'll just run off a cliff, and you have to keep stopping me. But yeah.
What's your least favourite thing about me, Aaron?
I'd say it's got to be the indecision. You don't tend to make a decision about something. You always ask me to make the decision, and I'm like, I don't want to make the decision.
Neither of us particularly likes making decisions.
Both hate making decisions.
For me, I don't like making the decision because I don't want to choose something that you're not happy with.
Yeah, because I suppose the consequences of picking something bad are me moaning about it.
And it's all my fault.
But yeah, I think it is just that that's because I don't like to make a decision. I'd like you to just make the decision, and I think that's probably.
But yeah, I bet if I made all the decisions, then you wouldn't be happy then either.
Yeah, probably not. The best and worst thing about having a YouTube channel?
I think the worst thing is just Aaron does all the editing. I don't do anything for it. So I know he doesn't particularly enjoy doing the editing, but also it's just quite hard constantly coming up with ideas for what to film, because day to day our lives are quite boring.
They are. But I think it is coming up with content, because when we first started YouTube, it was just going to be like a vlog, kind of just vlogging, just doing random stuff.
We started mainly just to capture our holidays.
Yeah.
So I think our favourite thing about YouTube, it does give us it's like a time capsule where we can capture these memories and something for us to look back on when we're old, and hopefully YouTube hasn't disappeared then, and we'll still be able to access these videos.
Well, I've got them on a hard drive, so that's not the end of the world. But but yeah, I think my favourite, along with capturing memories and keeping hold of them, is that I get to like interact with people that leave comments and stuff.
Yeah, Aaron.
Because we do get the little comments like, "Oh, we've got another comment."
I love the likes and the comments.
Yeah, I do like reading the comments, just because like it's just interesting to read what people say, and even if it's like a nasty comment, sometimes it's quite funny to read them. But
your least favourite?
Least favourite, like I say, is probably coming up with the content. Because I didn't really want it to be a content channel where we have to review this and review that all the time, or
it doesn't want to be pigeonholed to just one thing.
I'd like it to be like a mixture of vlogs and travel and trying food and going places and stuff. And like you say, it's documenting what we're doing is what I wanted the channel to be. So I think probably coming up with content is probably
tricky at times.
The least attractive part of the YouTube.
Yeah, sometimes we come up with lots of great ideas.
Yeah. What would both your dream jobs be?
My dream job would be to just win the lottery, I think. I've never had a strong desire to do any particular job, which is why I'm just doing a general job that's not particularly too challenging, but it's not stressful. So I don't have a dream job. I do love working with animals, but then I wouldn't like to see the animals getting ill and leaving, and
that is the problem.
So I think just being a millionaire would be my dream job. What would your dream job be?
Apart from that, I'd say probably working something to do with music or something like.
I would love to be Mariah's.
Telling her, what she should be singing.
This
is what you should be. This is what you should be singing. Yeah, like creating some. I used to like the idea of like singing stuff myself, but I think as I've got older, I just feel like creating music would probably be better for me in some way. So that would probably be a dream job, something like that. If we won the lottery tomorrow, what would be the first thing we would do?
Go.
The first thing.
I suppose the first thing we would do is hand in our resignations.
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it?
We want enough to mean that we didn't have to work for life. And then we would just be able to live the true YouTuber thing and just travel the world, go to all the far off places, explore the world. I think it would be hand in our resignation, sort out a way of taking Einstein everywhere.
He'd have to come with us, wouldn't he? No matter
and then
what.
Just explore the world a bit more. Because there's obviously a lot of worlds out there. There's a lot of England that we've not been to be fair. We've only ventured slightly into Scotland.
It is weird. There is a lot of England we still haven't covered, really, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, it would just be probably give up the daily grind and explore the world. What about you? Same?
The same, but I think I'd probably like to. If we won lots of money, it'd be nice to help out a few people that we know. Yeah. I did tell Jai in the kitchen that I'd give her some money for on the lottery. Who is Einstein's favourite?
It depends during the day. In the morning, I'm his favourite because I'm the easiest to wake up to feed him. But then during the day, I think you're his favourite because Aaron's happy just to laze around the house with him.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it's so hard not to with him because he follows you around the house. So, like, you feel guilty if you like doing something because he's following you and he just wants you to sit down with him.
So yeah, I don't think he has a firm favourite. It's just.
But he does. I think he thinks you're in charge.
Yeah, he thinks I'm in charge, and you're his.
Me and Einstein are just the what are they called?
The rest of the pack.
The Omegas, whatever they're called. Yeah, you're the alpha and we're just the followers. I mean, that's what
I think he listens to me more, and it's like if I'm putting his hardest on, he'll obey sort of and put his hand through and that.
But with me, he gives me the run around. He won't get dressed.
Yeah, I don't think you could say one of us is his favourite more than the other. He just likes us both for different reasons.
Yeah. The last question: Apple or Android? It's obviously it's got to be Android because we've never owned an Apple
phone.
You've owned Apple
products because you used to be able to just get the Apple vouchers and do that. So I did have way back when like the Apple Touch and the other iPod style things. But nowadays it is Android all the way.
Yeah, I can't think of a good reason.
It's just because the cost of Apple tends to be a lot more
premium. I can't think of a good reason to spend that much money on a phone. So for me it just has to be Android because that's all I know anyway. Okay.
Yeah, Android.
So next questions is from Una, and it's where did we meet and how long have we been together?
So we have met way back when, like 15 years ago roughly, on a website, like dating sites online. But it was before there were smartphones, before there were apps.
Yeah, God.
And so we chatted on there.
You could hardly get Facebook on your phone back then, could you?
Connected through that website, and then we talked to each other on MSN Messenger for all you
who remembers that,
which I don't think is going anymore. And then our first date, we went to the cinema in Wigan.
What was the cinema called? What was the cinema called?
It might have been Empire.
Empire?
I don't know, it might have not been that at that stage. So yeah, our first date was at the cinema in Wigan, where we met up. Aaron got dropped off by his sister and I drove. And we watched The Confessions of a Shopaholic. And we had a nice chat. We watched the film. Do you want to finish off the story? Aaron loves telling this story.
Obviously, yeah. When the film finished, went up and got back into your car, didn't you, to go off? And I sat on the wall waiting for my sister, and it started raining. And I was just sat on the wall thinking, oh, he'll come back in a minute and see if I want to sit in the car and wait with him, or see if he wants to wait with me while I'm getting rained on.
And he did, didn't he?
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I ended up messaging him because it's just awkward after you first meeting someone because you don't really know what they think. So I didn't really know if Aaron liked me or not after meeting him in person. And so I did end up coming and waiting for you, with you, on the wall for your sister to turn up. But at that stage, I wasn't as used to driving all to the different parts, so I didn't want to know how to get you home. But
we soon remedied that, didn't we?
We did. Now I know how to get everywhere.
Next questions are from Anna Collier, and she says, we seem so at ease in front of the camera. Do you learn this, or does it come naturally, as it's not easy to talk to a camera?
And so for me, I find it a lot easier to talk to a camera than a person. Because in a way it feels like I'm just talking to myself. I almost forget that this is going to be available for almost anyone to read.
Yeah, and the thing with you is that you don't edit it and put it out anywhere or watch it again, so you don't really even think about it being out there, do you?
No, I just live in the moment when we're filming.
Yeah. It's only really when I say to you, we've had a comment from someone about something, that you even think about it. But any other time, you don't really, it doesn't really register with you about you.
For me, I'm very good up to a point of putting myself in a certain mindset where I forget about anything else. I'm a lot better at filming in public because I'm quite good at blocking out.
You're so good at blocking everything out. You just don't let anything else around you bother you, do you? Whereas me, I notice every little thing going on.
Yeah, because quite often when we're out, I'll just be there eating my meal and Aaron will be like, that person was watching, so.
Yeah, or like, oh, did you see that? We know that person from somewhere. Did you not see that person? There's so many people that I've recognised when we've been out somewhere, you've not even seen them.
I'm very good at just focusing on the task, if I'm aware that there's a task in hand, so I've not found it hard talking to the camera.
No, and I'm so used to just talking to myself on a daily basis anyway.
Yeah,
it's
just to Einstein.
Yeah, it's just like talking to myself. So yeah, I find it so easy to just talk to the camera now.
So it is something that we didn't particularly find hard. Although if you do go back in the previous
first
vlogs,
videos,
you'll see that Aaron does whisper a lot to the camera. Just that's more because he doesn't want his neighbours to hear him speak.
But I've got used to speaking to myself now. I think they're used to me speaking to myself.
Yeah.
So, but I will have to say that if anything did happen to me, you probably would never see Ian again because he wouldn't put anything on YouTube.
No, because
you don't put anything anywhere, do you?
No.
So, yeah.
I'm very much in my own bubble, and it's just thanks to Aaron that he's brought me out of the bubble to you beautiful people to see.
Yeah, so you guys, he's like, what are they called? Something you only see once in your life anyway, but you wouldn't see Ian again after that if I left the planet. So, on that cheery note, Zoe, would you like or get any more pets?
Obviously, we do love animals, and so we would. At one stage, our dream was to have a house full of pugs.
When we first got Einstein.
Yeah. However, we love Einstein so much, it'd be so hard to have another one, and also, obviously, having pets are very demanding, and you have a great responsibility to looking after them, making sure you get back in time to try them out, to feed them, and you become so attached to them. And you do notice how they age a lot quicker than us, and it is quite sad because to us Einstein's still a baby, but it is sad because now you can tell he's getting old. He doesn't hear as well, he doesn't see as well, and
that's the main thing for me, is that it's just and I've seen my sisters have like had losses with their pets, haven't they?
Yeah, and obviously
it's just so heartbreaking. I just think I just couldn't deal with it more than once, I don't think.
And so I can't see us getting any more pets for the foreseeable future. We love Einstein and we're going to give him the best life that he can have. Maybe when we get old and we don't want to travel and we just want to stay in the house with the animal, we might get another one, but not for the foreseeable future.
And so I thought this was quite interesting because I'd never thought about it properly before, but the name of our channel, Araya, the first two letters of both of our names.
No.
Which would have been really clever if we'd been like, oh yeah, that's what it was. But
Aaron came up with it before he knew about
before Ian was even imagined. So yeah, it is just something that I just made up like from names. That
I feel that it is partly because he's a big fan of Mariah and also Dusty Springfield. However, don't come for him, it is just a coincidence. But yeah, it's Araya Gracefield.
I feel like it is just the amalgamation of like different
inspirations.
So yeah, I mean, we did once we became like a channel like this, we did want to change the name, but it's just
thought about it, but it's then hard.
It's so difficult to think of a name that encompasses everything that we do
so
on the
just
channel.
stuck with it.
So just stuck with it.
It is a little bit unusual Ryan Gracefield, but
yeah, a lot of people do think I'm just Turkish because of it, but I'm not. Dream holiday destination.
So we've already roughly covered this. For me, it would be like Japan, Tokyo, just because it's all so unusual to have lots of robots and fun things and anime and that.
For me, I feel like Tokyo, a place like in New York and all that, it's too full on. There's too much going on for me. I don't think I'd enjoy it that much. So first somewhere like the Maldives or something where it's like...
I would love to go swimming with the pigs.
Swimming with the pigs. Oh, that would be so cute. Or a dolphin, that'd be nice.
Yeah, or a dolphin. You'd love to ride on the back of a dolphin just like Ariel.
Favourite dinners?
Oh, do I have a favourite dinner? Do you quite like a curry?
I think mine's going to be...
Yours will be macaroni
cheese. Yeah, mac and cheese. Or a cottage pie or something like that.
Yeah, Aaron loves his like homely,
casseroles.
Comforting,
heavy,
warming.
Mash.
Potato, something lots of carbs.
Yeah, something like that is my dream too. If you were to have a dream wedding, what would it look like?
Well, for me, a dream wedding would just be me, you and Einstein, because I don't really like a fuss.
Yeah, you don't like a lot of attention, do you?
Don't particularly like being the centre of attention, so I wouldn't like a big fuss or have lots of people come into the wedding, so it would just be me, you and Einstein at some, like a Gretna Green or something.
Yeah, like a little small venue.
Like get it out of the way.
Something very cosy. And, something like
intimate. That. Intimate.
Yeah.
What's your dream wedding? I want to be in Vegas with Mariah.
I don't know. I think it would be nice to have like everyone that we know and like and love there. But like you say, it's a bit full on, isn't it? But I don't know what it would look like. I suppose just
I'm waiting for Aaron to pop the question.
Just do cozy wedding. I don't know. Never really thought about it. It's just not something we think about, is it? That's a bit of a boring answer, but I haven't really ever thought about it. Who do we like to watch on YouTube or our favourite TV shows?
So we just have a handful of YouTubers that we hardcore enjoy watching.
Recently it's been Cooper's
Aaron's really enjoyed watching Cooper's live screamings. That's like a bar in Liverpool that
does karaoke
all the time that it's open, it seems.
And they live stream pretty much every day, don't they? So we've been watching that a lot recently.
Yeah, we've been watching a little bit of Yorkshire Lee.
He's quite interesting actually.
Who goes to all the very straight bars in like Benidorm predominantly, and we just find it interesting to see what it's like, and obviously it seems quite wild.
I don't know if I'd like to go there. I just don't know. I feel like it'd be too full on.
But we do enjoy we have enjoyed watching recently.
Yeah. Who else do we watch really?
What?
I like watching Naomi John. She's quite funny.
Yeah, Naomi John's funny. She's a German YouTuber who does it in English. We watched Julie Stanton.
Oh yeah, Julie Stanton. But that's because it's Anastasia's mom, so we kind of watch her just because I feel like she's more our pace. She's more our pace. We did used to like watching Walk With Me Tim, didn't we, until he started doing lots of expensive hotels, and it's just like it became really unreliable.
We tend to find people who go travelling, but then a lot of them just go to the extreme instead of just doing all the cheap places that you could actually go to. They go to the extremes where you could never dream of going all business class, first class.
Yeah, it all just became a bit too unrelatable then, and we're just like, I don't really like watching this now.
We watch the Tim trackers at times,
and then I spend a lot of time watching true crime YouTubers. So it's like, I did used to like Alan O'Neill. I like watching Molly Westbrook, that chapter.
He's watched Possessed by Horror Fix.
Oh yeah, I like watching
Horror Fix.
She's really good. Sarah Hawkinson, but I quite enjoy watching her.
But now Aaron quite likes to go to Ryan Gracefield just to up his views.
Yeah, just watch our own content now. Yeah.
You do like watching back our videos just to remember what the...
I love watching them back because I'm like, oh my god, I forgot we did that. I used to leave the house. So yeah, those are just a few. There's probably loads more.
Yeah, there are loads, but...
So that's from Zoe.
Our favourite TV shows.
Like I said,
we haven't watched
TV shows. We haven't watched TV since we started doing.
No, we've not watched TV, but we have watched like subscription programs. But it has been a long time. We watched the first Squid Games. We've not watched the second one since it's come out. We used to watch Walking Dead way back when, but we've not watched that for a while.
So Harmony says, what got us into vlogging?
It's like we said, it started more just that we were wanting to record our holidays, because obviously that's where you're doing all the exciting things and making the memories.
Yeah, and we had like a challenge of going to as many Ho seasons as we could, didn't we?
Yeah.
We wanted to like try and get to every one of them at one point and vlog every one of them.
Obviously they are quite expensive, and there's quite a lot that dogs aren't allowed to go to, which is a shame.
Yeah, and it started, that's where it started from really, just like we went on holiday to Newquay, didn't we?
Yeah, and that was the first
one.
We stopped in a lodge, and it was lovely there.
Oh, it was so good, yeah. Absolutely loved that place.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what got us into it, just like wanting to keep memories and then being able to share them.
Then we started just recording a bit of day-to-day life, and when we go places, and it just slowly evolved from there.
And then Harmony also says, I think you mentioned that you're from Devon originally. What led you to live where you are now, and where is Ian originally from?
And so I was born in Wigan, lived most of my life around Wigan.
Yeah. And so I was born in Wolverhampton, then my parents moved to Newquay, and then we moved from Newquay to
Devon.
Lostwithiel, Bodmin, then to a place called Branscombe in Devon, and then after that I left home at 16, moved in with my sister at Wolverhampton, and then got into a relationship that was really crap, and then decided I didn't want to live, because when it comes to like gay couples and gay people, the circle's quite small where you live, isn't it really? And I found that I couldn't go and like date someone that he hadn't dated already. So I was kind of like, I need to get away from here and live somewhere where he doesn't live. So
yeah, you had a family who were just located themselves into Wigan, so you just went there, so you had that support network.
Yeah, and that's where I found Ian.
Yeah.
Who was quite difficult to catch to start with, because you hardly spoke to me, and when you did, it just seemed like you weren't that interested. So I was just like, at one point I was like, God, why am I wasting my time here? It's just not speaking to me.
Ever since I was realised that's just who I am.
It's just who you are, yeah.
Ian's
one of those that he won't message you unless he has a reason to answer you. He won't just message you and like ask you how your day is or what's going on, or you've got to have a reason for you to answer. Or well, you have got better at messaging me, asking how my day's going.
Yeah.
So who have we got next? Ryan Foxley. Are we married, and would we adopt children as we'd be great dads?
So we're not married. We have briefly mentioned it, but it's just, I personally don't know if there's a massive point to put this title on it as a marriage, but like I said, if we did, it would just be for the practicalities, so when Aaron dies I'll still get all the royalties myself.
And as for adopting kids, we spoke about it at some point, didn't we? But
yeah,
it would have at the time, it would have mainly just been because we wanted to, I don't know, because I don't know if it was the same for you, but me growing up, I felt like we didn't have a great upbringing, and I suppose some part of me thought it'd be nice to give a child a better upbringing than I had, but then you can't just have or look after kids for that reason, can you? You have to.
I don't know, it's a lot better than some people.
It has to. I feel like it has to be your sole thing in life that you want to look after children. Whereas,
obviously, it's a great responsibility, and just having Einstein's a big responsibility as it is, and so it's something that you thought about, but I've never felt that desire to raise a child.
No. So it was a very short conversation, really. It didn't take much convincing, really, on my side either, to forget about it. So it's Mama Doyle. That's another person that we watch on YouTube. Yeah, Mama Doyle. You guys should go and check her out if you don't know her already. She's someone that was
been with us for a while, actually, and
yeah,
she started up her own channel with the children.
Yeah, she's a very good YouTuber. We enjoy her very much. So thanks for the question, Mama Doyle. We have, who moved in with who, and do you both own the? Well, we've had to own the house, and will we ever get married?
So, will we ever get married? Never say never, but it's not something.
It's not top of our list. There's so many other things that we want to do and spend money on, isn't there?
Yeah, and I moved in with Aaron because he was renting.
Yeah, I was living on my own at the time, and it just seemed, easier for you to move in with me.
We moved in renting because Aaron was already renting somewhere, and then from there we bought a house together. It's in both of our names, so if one of us dies, the other one takes it over.
It doesn't get paid off there yet.
I'm still working on that one.
Yeah, I said we should sort that out, really. Let us know in the comments, guys, if yours is if your houses get paid off.
Although we do only have 9 years left in our mortgage. Not that you asked that. And so
the last questions are from Carla Lapin, and she says, "How did we meet?" Which is we've already
covered.
Online. Who made the first move for a date, and was it fun or awkward?
So the first date was shortly after Aaron's birthday.
I feel like I've got to have set the date.
I feel that I instigated it because it was your birthday, and I was like, oh, maybe we should go out and watch a film. I feel that's how it went.
Well, I did choose the film, though.
Yeah, you chose.
To be fair, it was a good film. If you've not seen Confessions of a Shopaholic, I highly recommend it. It was a good film. Was it awkward? It was a little bit awkward.
Obviously, all first dates are awkward.
Yeah, I felt like I did a lot of talking.
I thought I asked a lot of questions and stimulated. I asked you about driving. When we met, Aaron didn't drive. He's done driving lessons and that. I feel like we both made efforts in our own ways. And
yeah.
And our second date was we went to IKEA.
Because I wanted to buy a bed.
Yeah, although he didn't buy a bed.
I didn't.
Walk round. And I kept on asking Aaron, do you want to go to get something to eat at IKEA? He kept on saying no, and I was starving, but I thought I can't just go and eat myself. But then it turned out that the reason Aaron didn't want to go to the IKEA cafe is just he didn't have any spare money to...
Because when I first moved up here, I hadn't got a job. And I was just on job seekers allowance once I so
so he was watching his pennies.
So it's just like, I just didn't want to say I can't afford what.
I was just remembering the first cup of tea that Aaron made me. He'd not properly moved into his flat at that point, and he made a cup of tea, and he got milk, and he put milk in the fridge, but he hadn't switched the fridge on. So it was like floating.
Running a fridge costs electricity. It costs money. So I hadn't turned it on, and the milk was in the fridge, and it had gone sour.
It hadn't gone sour, but it had got floats, and it wasn't advisable to. But for some reason, Aaron thought just putting it in the fridge made it better than.
Yeah, I just thought it would be colder in there, even though the fridge wasn't. I don't know. Aaron logic. Who is more outgoing?
I'd say, generally speaking, you're more outgoing. Whereas, although I'm able to push myself further when I put my mind to it.
Yeah. I feel like you're very good at switching that mindset where you can be outgoing, whereas for me...
I'm good at focusing and like just blocking things out and just going for something. Just being a bit silly out in public where... If
something upsets me or something puts me off, that's it then. I'm done then. I can't push myself out of that.
And generally speaking, I feel like Aaron's a bit more social than I am.
Yeah, I want to be more social, but it's very hard when you're an introvert. Favourite type of music? For me, it's going to be divas, things like that kind of thing, like the Madonnas, the Whitneys, the Mariahs, the Dusties, and that type of music, that kind of thing.
For me, it's cheesy pop.
Cheeky girls.
Cheeky girls.
He loves cheeky girls. He loves
Jason Donovan and
Rick Astley.
I'm very mainstream / cheesy.
Celebrity crushes.
I don't really have any.
I know, I don't think.
Just the YouTuber / Spotify star Uriah Gracefield. He's right.
The lies.
I honestly can't say I've got any celebrity crushes apart from Uriah Gracefield, YouTube star.
Yeah, same, and his partner Ian, got a crush on him. I can't think of any celebs really that you could say that we have a crush on really.
I don't know, you do have a soft spot for Mariah.
Mariah, she's the only person I turn straight for.
Yeah.
Who's more trendier?
Trendier?
Yeah. Who is more trendy? Guys, let us know in the comments who you think is more trendy, because I've got no idea.
If I had to say it, I'd say you.
But I'd say you, so I don't know.
I don't feel like I'm trendy. I'm good.
I feel like when you put clothes on,
I do put clothes on quite often.
When you put an outfit together and put your clothes on, you look good. Whereas I don't feel like I do.
I think with Aaron, he overthinks things. Like, does these shoes go with this coat? And I'm like, yeah, shoes go with any coat.
It's like, but yeah, you just throw an outfit on and you look good. Whereas I feel like I could spend ages getting ready and just look like crap.
I think with Aaron, he just overthinks everything. And whereas I'm just like, oh, let's just put clothes on, let's go. And whereas Aaron more thinks about it and then he pulls it apart and lots of self-doubt, where I'm just like,
whereas I'll like spend time doing my hair and my face and stuff like that. You'll just roll out of bed and just get your clothes on and go.
Yeah.
Like, you have a wash in between, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you will just go out without your hair being brushed or anything. Where,
I don't tend to spend a lot of time looking in the mirror.
But trendier. I don't like to say if either of us are trendy.
I wouldn't class either as. Aaron definitely follows like what's like trending more. Like he watches lots of TikToks and knows what all the kids are down with a bit more. All the TikToks and memes and that. Where I
know all the TikTok stuff. Yeah, like when people mention stuff. So I do get all that, but
yeah. You have to let us know if you think either of us is particularly trendy.
Yeah, maybe we're missing what trendy means, because I thought trendy meant as in clothing. Maybe they mean trendy as in who's more up with the times. And how long had Einstein?
So we've had Einstein since
I gave birth to him.
A little puppy. So as soon as he was ready to leave his biological mother, he moved in with us.
We don't like to talk about her.
He is 12 years old, so we've had him just for as long as we could.
Yeah.
We're going to have him for as long as we can.
And if I can find that picture of you holding him in your hand when we first found him.
Yeah,
when I first gave birth to him.
He was so small. But yeah, we've had him since we were allowed to separate him from his biological mother, and he's been with us ever since, and I've never been a day away from him. So is that the end of the questions?
And I think that is the end of the questions.
Alright, so
I
suppose it's time to make Einstein up to say bye to you all. It is his bedtime.
Nearly an hour long, that video, guys. You'll be pleased to know.
So well done if you've managed to make it to the end without skipping forward just to your question.
Einstein, I'm going to bed now.
You ready for bed?
I was in bed.
So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support.
Thank you for the questions.
Yeah, because obviously we couldn't make this without your questions unless we just made them up, which we did not, thankfully. So yeah, we're gonna head off to bed. Aaron will edit this tomorrow, then you'll get to all watch it. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And we'll
speak to you next time. Take
care.
Bye. Bye.